Hey guys, it's Lou. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We are here for video shortcuts and how to thrive in a world gone video. Thank you for being here. It is very stormy and snowy here in New Hampshire. And according to the weather, we got like 30 inches of snow. So I'm frankly surprised that we still have power and that we're still able to go ahead and do this. But as long as we are, I'm going to switch right over to the slides so we can get going. So let me share those for you. All right, we should be sharing our slides now. Awesome. So feel free to say hello in the chat. Tell me how the weather is where you are. Becky says she's on standby. Well, I have the live broadcast going, so let me know if you can see and hear me. All right, so it looks like we do have tons of folks here, which is great. Like I said, we are in the midst of Snowmageddon, serious blizzard time here. It looks like everything is working on this end and that you can see and hear me now. So I'm going to go into the slides and we'll get ahead. I'm sort of racing the clock here a little bit. Both because I want to respect your time and because, honestly, the power could go out at any moment here. The wind is howling. The snow is still blowing. It's just crazy here. I'm really happy that we still have power and internet so that we can share this presentation with you. Feel free to ask questions in the chat anytime. And if I don't see them, I'll get to them at the end. I'll try and answer them as we go. But otherwise, I will dive on in. Thanks, Doug, Nancy, awesome, Brennan, South Carolina, rub it in, why don't you? Telco's here, Becky, thank you. Awesome, so I'm gonna get going then. No reason to put it off any longer. So, cool, let's get into the slides. We're here for how to thrive in a world gone video. Simple strategies for conquering online video. I know you guys probably already know me, so I'll go through this quickly. I am a veteran of the television and radio business where I worked in marketing and promotion for many years at Entertainment Television and Fox Family Worldwide, and spent about 20 years in the TV biz in Los Angeles, and then came back in a moment of insanity to New England, where it is cold and snowy half the year. But I've been doing online video ever since for the last 8 to 10 years or so. So the goal for this training is to simplify video. I know video can be a pain in the butt. I know it can be difficult. I know it can be stressful. And I want to make it easy as possible and simple, because I've seen the power of video and video marketing, and I want you guys to be able to take advantage of that as well, because it really is a fantastic way to share your message, get your message out there, sell your products and services, whether it's coaching, consulting, whether you're an author or a writer or a service provider. It's a great way to get your stuff out there. So let's make it simple so that you can do more of it. Having said that, the agenda for this training and for this evening, what's in it for you, in other words, another way to look at it, is we're going to talk a bit about why making great video is still so challenging. We're going to look at how to cut through all the clutter and confusion so that you can get it done. I'm going to share some of my shortcuts, secrets, and hacks, also known as tips and tricks. And I'm going to give you some of my favorite time-saving tips and tools and show you how to crank out great videos consistently. Crank out videos, great videos. There's a little typo. Oh, well. So the real challenge is, as I talk to folks and as I go through all this, and oops, this is the wrong sidebar. Sorry about that. I think we're okay now. Is that there's a lot of tools out there. There's a lot of software. There's a lot of gadgets and bright, shiny objects. There's not really enough time to properly learn them all, and to really take advantage of them all. So as a result, we are focusing on gadgets instead of goals. And I see this time and time again. We get caught up in the latest software or the latest new shiny bright object, and then we forget about the goals of our video. And the real goals of our video is to generate awareness, or to increase our visibility, or to attract clients. And gadgets are not going to attract clients and put money in the bank. So really, we need to start to focus on goals instead of gadgets. Another challenge is that it really is very easy to get stuck and to get overwhelmed, and as a result, maybe not do anything. Maybe we say, you know, I can't really do video until I have such and such. So you're sort of at a stopping point, and I don't want that to be the case, obviously. Another issue is really overwhelm. The marketplace is super saturated with solutions. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. It's really just oversaturated. There are too many so-called solutions. There's too much software, too much stuff to play with. And as a result, we just get overwhelmed. Also, it may be that we don't have accountability, and no accountability often means your videos don't get done. So, you know, when I do group programs or one-on-one coaching, I really try and hold people's feet to the fire to get their videos done. And honestly, I'm in a mastermind group, and I tell my mastermind partners to hold me to the same standard and do the same thing, because I have to have accountability, or I won't do the videos and the things that I need to get done. So the final challenge that I see out there on the landscape is that a lot of people are cranking out software and doing groovy new apps and things like that, but there are very few people really kind of getting back to basics and teaching the basics of video that is simple, video that is streamlined, and video that is smart. So let's try and do some of that during this webinar. Again, my intent here is to share some content to get you going with video, and really just to share some tips and tricks, and not to really do any kind of big pitch or sell anything. I want to share the information, and I think, you know, if you like it, if you need help, I'm always around. If not, then hopefully I've shared some cool tools with you. But let me first ask, and you don't have to answer publicly, so I won't embarrass you or anything like that, but I first want to ask about if you happened to buy any of the video software that's come out in the last, let's say, 6 to 12 months. Among those are Video Maker FX, Video Script Genius, Explain Dio, Video Creator, Simple Video Press, Tube Tracker, Video Jeet. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of video softwares and apps out there. And I have a feeling that I've probably bought all of them. And if you're anything like me, you have a ton of stuff on your hard drive, and some of it maybe you haven't even used yet. So I looked at my JV Zoo, which is where I tend to buy most of these products, the other day, just to say, well, let me see how much I've actually bought of this stuff. And I was shocked to learn that I've purchased over 60 products, most of them video related, from JV Zoo. Now, granted, some of these are $27 or $8, some of them are $97, but that is a shit ton of software. And I'm going to tell you about a couple of my favorites, so you don't have to go through all these. But look at, I got Explain Dio, I have Video Script Genius, Video Autoclick, Easy VSL, Tube Tracker, Instant Video Templates. It's ridiculous. The list goes on and on. 60 products. So I am the worst offender. And you could say I buy these and I try and test them for so I can tell you guys about them. In some cases that's true, but in some cases I haven't even opened these. So I am a bright, shiny object addict, and I'll be the first to admit it. However, I will also say, and believe very much so, that tools without tactics are trash. If you're not using the tools and they're sitting on the hard drive, then what good is it? So I suggest as my time-saving tip to pick 1 or 2 or maybe 3 and go with those. Find the ones that work for you and use those. Mark admits that he has Audio Video Creator and Easy VSL, as do I. Chris has Video Maker, FX, and 2 others. Attempted to use one, but others haven't been used. Becky hasn't done a video. We'll take care of that, Becky, soon enough. Kathy is thinking about buying Video Maker FX. I'll show you a little bit about that in a moment. Scott wants to know how to sell from a video and what to say. We'll talk a bit about that. Jody says, great point about accountability. Mark is looking for video software that is simple and possible for creating slides with images. Well, you're in the right place because I'm going to share some of that. And Jocelyn wants to rub it in that she's in Mexico at a nice resort while I'm in 3 feet of snow, but she does have an internet connection. So if you want to watch the replay, yes, there will be a replay shortly after this is done. So don't worry about that if you missed something. Other than that, I see your questions, and thank you for admitting that you've bought a lot of software like me, but let's get into some solutions here. So how do you kind of cut through all that clutter and confusion? I suggest that you create a plan for every video that you're going to do. And by that, I mean, what's the goal of that video? That particular video might be a webinar invitation. It might be a sales video. And again, depending on that video, you're going to find out, or you're going to be able to determine what's the best tool for creating that video. It might be Camtasia, it might be Video Maker FX, it might be you on camera. So knowing your goal is going to save you a ton of time, so you're not going in blindly. If you know, I need to create this video, it's got to promote my video coaching group, or it's going to sell this product, then you're going to save yourself a lot of time. Whenever possible, streamline and simplify the process and don't make it any more complicated than it needs to be. If you can do your video on a webcam or an iPhone or an iPad and do your 30-second script and get your video done, and maybe you don't even have to deal with Camtasia or Explain Dio or any of that kind of stuff, that's fine. I will also say that preparation time saves production time. The more you can prep up front and understand what you need to do and what you need to do it, the more, the easier it's going to be when it comes to actually shooting that video and with production time. And even though you may want to do an on-camera video, and that might be the best solution for that particular video, you should also consider off-camera options, because sometimes it is easier to do Video Maker FX or one of those things. You also want to be able to use whatever free online resources you have access to. And again, if you stay tuned, that's what I'm going to share in this training, some free online resources. Go low tech when possible. So if you have a smartphone with video that shoots good video, that sometimes is going to be a better choice than the fancy video camera with so many bells and whistles and features that it's going to take you 3 days to learn how to use it. So sometimes low tech is a good thing. You can also admit that you don't know what you don't know. It's okay if you don't know all the ins and outs of Camtasia, or you don't know a certain software. You're not expected to know all that stuff. I mean, you're not necessarily a video expert, so do what you can do with the tools that you have. If that's the case, you may also want to get a coach or a mentor or accountability partner or somebody to kind of point you in the right direction. So I have an accountability partner that I talk to every Tuesday morning, and just for like 10 or 15 minutes, and we keep each other on track and say, how'd last week go? What are you working on this week? Did you get that video done? So even if you've been doing video for a long time like me, it's still good to have a coach or accountability partner. And then finally, and anyone who's ever been on any of my webinars has heard me say this before, repeat after me: done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. I'm going to take a quick look at the questions because I think some of them are apropos to what we're talking about. Now, Brennan notes that Camtasia is perfect for cleaning up videos made on other programs. And yes, Camtasia has become a pretty good editor. I know some people have struggled with that. Judy says she found Camtasia a bit challenging. My friend and colleague Lon Naylor is a Camtasia expert. and has been for many years. He's my go-to guy for Camtasia, Lon Naylor. And he's coming out with a new training pretty soon in February. So stay tuned for that. I'll send out an email when I find out about it. More people want to rub in the weather fact about Western Australia. I don't know what time it is there, Kathy, but thank you for being here. 94 in Western Australia. That's my kind of weather. And 70 and sunny in Texas. You guys are killing me. Anyway, Marjorie asked about Adobe Presenter 10, and I have to be honest and tell you that I'm not familiar with that just yet. I haven't been keeping up with quite all of that, but by and large, the Adobe products and the Adobe suites are great. I use Adobe After Effects quite a bit. So I think that's it for the questions and comments for now. So we'll continue. All right, cool. Here's another quick time-saving tip, and this, I alluded to this earlier, but know your why going in. So that means basically what's the goal of your video, and if you understand why you're doing that video, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So really, if you know why you're creating that video, it's just, you're going to be able to decide what's the best platform, what's the best tool, what's the best message, and it should make it a bit easier. And all right, cool. Also, don't overthink it. So oftentimes less is more. I think there was a question earlier. Let me take a look about length of videos, unless I lost it here. I'll have to find that question. I think someone asked, how long should the video be for different purposes, Brennan? Okay, when I say less is more and keep it simple, I mean, if you can deliver that message effectively in 1 minute, then great, do it in 1 minute. It should be no longer than it has to be to get the message out there effectively. If it's a webinar or a training like this and you have, 30 slides, then, this is 30 minutes. This is a different animal. A training and a webinar is a different kind of video than a 2-minute product video or tips video. So again, it's going to depend on the particular video. For the most part, most promotional videos that you'll see on YouTube are going to be under 3 minutes long. And I would almost argue that you'd want to keep it to under 1.5 minutes. So hopefully that helps that question. And again, if you want to create a system or a process, and that can be a simple system, Jocelyn's saying she's a bit technically challenged when it comes to figuring out how to get all the pieces to work together. And I know what you mean. Last week, it happens to the best of us. I was trying to get lead pages to work with something else, to work with something else. So whenever possible, keep it simple and create a system. And that simple system could be, I'm doing an on-camera video. I'm going to shoot it with my iPhone or my webcam, so it's on my computer. I'm going to do some really basic editing and upload it to YouTube. That's the system, then it's done. Use your webcam or your smartphone or your iPad. Make sure you've got a YouTube account. And if you are doing on-camera videos, find a spot or a location for your videos that you can use anytime without having to do a ton of setup. So I do a lot of videos from my computer in my office with a pretty, stark white background. But I know I can sit down there anytime and fire up the webcam and do a video because it doesn't need a lot of setup. So the other thing I talk about quite a bit, and this makes video easier, is using your video sweet spot. Or finding your video sweet spot. And what I mean by that is you want to find the platform or the type of video that works best for you and your situation. What is the easiest and most effective video platform for you? That might be a talking head video. That might be just a regular on-camera video. It could be a Google Hangout, like a video interview. I do quite a few of those. I did one today with 3 people, a video Google Hangout. You could do a tip series for YouTube or your blog where you could just record a short series of tips to build your credibility. It could be an animated video. You might find that you like doing those kinds of videos and that's your sweet spot. A sketch video or an animated video or Video Maker FX. I find that my video sweet spot is PowerPoint. I like to teach and do webinars, so it helps me to just narrate these PowerPoint presentations. And you don't want to look at me on screen for 35 minutes, so I've got slides and text to help teach. Screen capture or screencast, that's what you use Camtasia for. Those are also very effective. But again, the idea here is to find the platform and the type of video and the way to do video that works best for you, and that's your sweet spot. And the benefit is going to be that if it's easier for you to create video, you're going to create more of it. And if you create more of it, you can sell more stuff. I do want to make a distinction between quick videos and keeper videos, or on-the-fly videos and videos that have some shelf life. And what I mean by that is quick videos can be quick tips that you record with your iPhone or iPad and you're just uploading them to YouTube. They could be, quick videos could be testimonials that you get at an event, or it could be a mobile or an on-the-go video that you're on location and you're just doing a quick video from a seminar or an event. And quick videos could even be Google Hangouts or webinars, because with Hangouts you can do them fairly quickly. Keeper videos, on the other hand, are things like videos for your homepage, your welcome video, because chances are that's going to be on your site for a while and you want that to look good and make a good first impression. Product demos or sales page videos are sort of keeper videos. Those are going to have some shelf life. If you're a speaker and you have a speaker reel or a demo reel, that's going to want to be more of a keeper video. And the difference is the quick videos are sort of the done or better than perfect videos, and the keeper videos are the ones where you may want to spend a little bit more time and effort on. All right, let me see if there are any questions. I don't see any. Awesome, thank you. So let's get into YouTube then and talk about some specific tips and tricks and hacks to help you save time and effort when you are doing YouTube. So YouTube has just surpassed Facebook as the #1 social network based on the estimated unique monthly visitors. So YouTube has 900 million unique monthly visitors compared to Facebook's 800. So it far exceeds Twitter and LinkedIn and Google+. And again, the point here is that YouTube really cannot be ignored. And it is an enormous, powerful social network, and just something that you really want to know how to use. And there are certain hacks or shortcuts that you can use to make YouTube easier. I've got a lot of other trainings and videos and things like that about YouTube basics. This goes a little bit further and talks about some time-saving tips. And a couple of those, I'll get into them more specifically, but as a quick summary, you can use YouTube upload defaults to autofill descriptions and keywords. It makes it easier to upload your videos. You can add a 3-second branded intro to your videos. I'll show you where that happens as well. There's another feature where you can add featured content to your video. You can use end cards. I'll explain what that is to keep viewers engaged with your content. You can also utilize playlists to organize your videos if you have a bunch of videos on YouTube. And YouTube also has a free online editor that you can use. Someone asked about editing earlier, and I'll show you where you can find that. And YouTube also gives you a ton of analytics or research so that you can kind of get a sense of how your videos are performing. So let me show you a few quick screenshots, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. The first one is upload defaults. And if you go to your channel and you scroll down to upload defaults, you can see I have it highlighted here in red. Upload defaults basically just means when you upload a video, you usually have to add a title and a description and tags and some other things. With upload defaults, you can fill in that information and have some generic stuff there so that you don't have to re-enter the same info all the time. So in this example, I have my privacy set as public because I want my video to be public. I've got my category as how to and style. I've got a generic description in there that I can edit or embellish for each video. I've got some generic tags or keywords in there because I know I'm going to use the same ones in different videos. And a few other things that you can check off just so that every time you upload a video, you don't have to do this over and over again. So this saves you a lot of time because this info is going to be in YouTube every time you upload a video once you do it once. You can also add a 3-second intro to all of your videos, a 3-second animated intro or slide. And again, you do that you go to your channel and you go down to branding. And this is just a way to brand your videos with a 3-second intro. And you select the video that you want to use as your intro. I uploaded a short, quick little 3-second animation with my name so that that would be branded at the beginning of my videos. And then you can see on the right-hand side where it says apply to all uploads. So this is going to go at the beginning of all my videos, a real quick little 3-second fast branded introduction. So if you want to brand your videos and you want to add more identity to them, you can add a 3-second intro to the beginning of all your videos as well. One of my favorite case studies, as it were, or examples, and I don't know if you have this in Australia or the UK, but we in the US of A have The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon does an outstanding job with YouTube and their YouTube channel. And what The Tonight Show does, they do a lot of things right, but one of the things that they really do right is they do an end card graphic. And what that means is that at the end of the video, rather than having a whole bunch of other crap show up, they have a slide or an end slide or an end card that appears that promotes other things and other videos. So in other words, at the end of the Jimmy Fallon video, this slide comes up and it says, hey, watch Jimmy's favorite videos, or watch more clips from tonight's episode, or subscribe to our channel. And all of these overlays are annotations, which means they are live links. So if you go to The Tonight Show and you go to the end card and you click on more clips from tonight's episode, you'll be brought to other videos. So within YouTube, you can add something called annotations, which are overlays that are clickable, and they can click to various places. So if you click subscribe, you will subscribe to The Tonight Show's YouTube channel. So check out Jimmy Fallon and The Tonight Show. They do an excellent job with YouTube. They use end cards to make their videos more engaging, to keep viewers there longer, and to keep them engaged with their content rather than somebody else's. They also do a good job with playlists. As you can see on the right-hand side, they have a feature called Thank You Notes, or a skit called Thank You Notes. And they break up all those skits and put them all into a playlist so that it's easy to find specific Jimmy Fallon videos or clips or skits, because they curate those or organize them into a playlist. So that's the end card. Also within YouTube, you can add something called featured content, and this is also under the channel banner. And you go to featured content, and it gives you the opportunity to promote other videos with a quick little banner ad that pops up. So that's just a really easy way, again, to keep people engaged with your channel and have them watch more of your videos rather than somebody else's. That's called featured content. All right, so, and also within YouTube, they have something called YouTube Analytics. And Analytics is a treasure trove of research and insights to show you how your videos are performing. So once you've got a few videos up there, you can see where the traffic is coming from. You can look at demographic information and see who's watching your videos. In this case, I have something pulled up called average view duration, which tells me that the average viewer watches my video for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that tells me that I damn well better be making my videos short or less than 1 minute and 30 seconds, because that's the average viewer retention, or the average time they watch. So looking at the analytics will help you plan your videos and help you create better videos and a better viewer experience. And finally, within YouTube, and I'll show you another editor after this, but right within YouTube, there is a video editor that you can use for free. If you've already got your videos on YouTube, why not check out the YouTube video editor, where you can slice and dice and trim your videos. You can add text, you can mix and match videos, you can add music. So it's just a fairly basic editor. But if all you need to do is put your video into YouTube's editor and trim off the first 5 seconds or the last 10 seconds, or add a graphic or a text, you can do that. You can also add those annotations in here as well. So if you're not aware, or if you want to check it out, look at the YouTube video editor. I'm going to see if there are any questions in the chat. Nope, we're doing good. We're plowing right along, so let's keep going. All right, cool. So if you don't want to use the YouTube editor, you can use an online editor. The one that I typically suggest is called wevideo.com. And wevideo.com is not software that you have to purchase. It's an online website. It works on Mac and PC because it is online. They have a free version. They have a low-cost premium version. I use the free version. It is got a short learning curve. It's easy to use. There's no need to buy expensive editing software. It's intuitive and user-friendly. So you might want to check out WeVideo if you want a way to edit your videos online and you don't want to get into iMovie or Final Cut Pro or any of those other editing systems. WeVideo is all online, and they have a bunch of different ways to edit your videos. The other thing I like about WeVideo is that they let you add a theme or a template to your video, so you can give it sort of a cool professional look. So you can, just add different effects and themes to the video to give the video kind of a unique look. And again, you can do this all for free on wevideo.com. All right, we're plowing right along here. So again, the idea here is there are a lot of tools out there. You want to find the ones that are best for you, find your favorites, and use those most often. And I'm going to share a couple of mine with you. So I may have 60 pieces of software sitting on my hard drive, but honestly, I use 3 or 4 of them pretty consistently. So find the ones that work for you and the ones that you're going to use, and use those most often. For me, and somebody was asking about this earlier, but my favorite tools, at least for video animation, I can usually narrow those down to these 3. Video Maker FX, which you've probably heard a lot about. It's been around for a while. It's one of the original animation softwares that's very affordable. I believe it's $67, a one-time fee. And with Video Maker FX, you can make character videos or slideshows or sketch videos, those whiteboard videos. And it's all pretty much drag and drop, and it's all done with templates. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel to become an animator. Video Maker FX makes it pretty darn easy to create animated videos. Now, I'm not going to get into a big demo here. I have a lot of Video Maker FX demos on my YouTube channel, if you want to look up Bortone on YouTube. But for now, I just want to kind of share the tools that I use most, so that you might want to look into those. And I'm not trying to sell these. These are just the ones I happen to use. Thank you, Brennan. He says this is fabulous information. Another one of my absolute faves is Adobe Voice, which is free software for the iPad. Now, again, this is for the iPad. I'm sorry if you don't have an iPad. Frankly, I think this is worth getting an iPad for. It's that good. But Adobe Voice is free online iPad software that allows you to create very cool, professional, animated videos using just your voice and the images and icons and graphics that you pull in from Adobe Voice. So you can create quick little stories or narrations or videos just by narrating a story and then matching it up with photos or images or icons or text that Adobe Voice provides. Very easy to use. It's free. If you've got an iPad, I would absolutely grab this free software. And finally, another one that's A paid app, but it's also online, is called Powtoon.com. And Powtoon is a fun, flexible animation software. It's a little more pricey, but sometimes they have sales on it. And again, if you're going to be creating animation, this gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of different themes and templates to start with. So you've got different character templates or different text templates, and you start with one of their designs or templates and you customize it based on your needs. So powtoon.com, you can find that online. And again, these are just the ones that I use quite a bit. So when I have to narrow it down, if somebody says, what's your top 2 or 3 animation softwares, I usually give them this as a choice. I want to share a few more quick tools before we wrap up. I want to respect your time and I want to try and keep the lights on here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about and show you a screenshot for viewbix.com, for mailview.com, and for canva.com before we finish up. So the first one is viewbix.com, and that's video hosting with a lot of bells and whistles. So if for some reason you don't want to host your videos on YouTube, or you want a backup hosting solution that has more features, the one that I use is viewbix.com. And the reason I use this is because it's inexpensive. I can put my videos there so that even if they're on YouTube, I can also have them here as a backup. But more importantly, I can really control the look and feel and experience of that video because I can customize the video player. In other words, I can put my videos here and I can add interactive elements. So aside from hosting the video, I can also go in here and add what they call apps. So I can put overlays on my video and make them interactive. So in this example, on this 10-minute trainer video that I have hosted on Viewbix, which is a private video because it's part of a course, I can add an icon for folks to have a free session with me. And if they click the free session, they go to my schedule. By the way, if you look at the pop-ins or pop-ups version on your sidebar, you'll also see an opportunity to schedule a free session with me that I'm doing for people that are on this webinar. So you can do that anytime. Click the yellow Get Started button if you want a free coaching session. But back to Viewbix, again, I can add all kinds of cool things to these videos just to make the video experience better for my viewer. And also in Viewbix, I can put a whole bunch of videos in one place, like a gallery, so I can create for all my 10-minute video trainer videos, which I know some of you have purchased. You can find all of those in one place without having to search around or go to YouTube or find links. So I can put all those videos and host them all there and keep them all in a nice, neat group so that all the 10-minute video trainer videos are located in one place. So that's viewbix.com. That's a little bit more advanced ninja kind of trick. There is a small fee for it, but again, it's the next step up from hosting your videos on YouTube. Another thing that I always advise folks to do if they are doing membership sites or videos that are in membership areas, you can actually use lead pages in Viewbix or lead pages in something else rather than membership software. So in my case, because, excuse me, I'm trying to simplify, I used a lead page template to put my 10-minute video trainer videos all in one password protected page. So rather than have to have a membership site, I can put the videos here, and then if you click on lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, you actually go to the video that's hosted on Viewbix. So it's kind of a workaround to not have to have a membership site. The next cool tool I want to share with you is called mailview.com, mailvu.com. It's free, user-friendly software to create video email. And I love video email because it's a great way to connect and break through the clutter and really engage and make an impression. And you can take advantage of it as well to send video email to connect with your prospects and clients because it is more engaging and it does break through more than regular text email. And again, there are a lot of Vmail or video email services. Some of them are free. I use MailView, which is free or has a free version. And it really is as simple as click, record, and send. So you record your message, you know, especially maybe you just got back from a conference and you have a stack of business cards, and rather than doing the typical email, you just send them a quick message, you know, hey, it was great to see you at that conference. Let's stay in touch. I hope we can work together down the road, yada, yada, yada. Send it to them. They get the video email, and it's a lot more, makes a bigger impression than a regular email. Other options for video email include VSnap or Bomb, but I tend to use MailView because it's inexpensive and easy to use. Just a tip to engage and sell and really connect with video email. The final tool I want to share is not even really so much a video tool, although I do use it for that sometimes, and that's called Canva.com. And Canva is an awesome new, relatively new, free software. You can create all kinds of different designs, graphics. As you can see on the top here, you can create quick graphics for email headers. They have Facebook covers. They have Instagram posts, Twitter covers. Basically, almost any kind of graphic you can create, you can get a free template or design from Canva.com. So I use Canva, as you can see, to create ads. I use them to create ads for this webinar. Not so much an ad, but basically just a graphic that I put on Facebook. I use it to do custom thumbnails for YouTube. I use it to do my Facebook profile cover. So it's just a great way to create lots of cool, professional looking graphics. It's free. If you want to use one of their stock photos, you can use your own photos, or you can use their stock photos. They're just $1 to use their stock photos. And again, you can create very professional designs because you're starting with their design and just kind of replacing your text or your background or your message. Terry asks, would you not recommend a WordPress plugin for a membership site? Wishlist Member is a WordPress plugin that a lot of my colleagues use. I just think that if you're only going to do one, small membership program, you don't necessarily need a big fancy membership site or a big expensive, $100 a month membership site, like Kajabi is one of the big membership sites. Wishlist Member is probably one of the lesser expensive WordPress membership sites. So I wouldn't say don't recommend it. I just say if there's an easier workaround, you might want to look at that first. I like cheap and quick and painless. All right, one more time-saving tip. There are a lot of tools out there. Again, if you are still overwhelmed or you're not quite sure which tools to use, you can always take a video course, a self-study course. You can find an accountability partner or a mentor. I see some of the Aussies hooking up on the chat as possible accountability partners, which is awesome. That's great. Good to see. And I will, before we wrap up, give you an opportunity to look into my 6-week group coaching program, which is starting in a couple weeks. And that includes both group coaching and one-on-one coaching. And the reason I do this is because of the group dynamic. It's really great. It's just everybody helps each other. And the other reason I do this is that I also do some done-for-you videos for you, because maybe you don't know how to create a 3-second video intro for YouTube, or maybe you don't know how to create a video animation logo. So this is a really nice combination of live training, video tutorials, video help desk, accountability, and lots more. Again, I don't shove this down anybody's throat because I only have about 10 people in it. It starts next week, and 6 weeks, 6 live classes. They're all recorded if you can't make the dates, because they're typically on Thursday afternoons. Actually, I might even do them twice a week. And the link for that, I'll put it in the chat, is loubortone.com/power. So let me write that in the chat just in case you want to check it. It's a really nice sales page, if nothing else. So you might want to look at it from that standpoint, because it's a lead page that I customized to turn into this lovely little sales page. So that's the video VIP. It's actually included, includes 6 modules. We talk about creating our video goals and our video plan and our video marketing plan. I've got video vision strategy sheets. I've got video scripting templates. We talk about video platforms. It also includes podcast and video podcast training. It includes YouTube optimization training. It includes video product creation. I've done a ton of that, and I teach you guys how to do it. Brennan, yes, VIP@loubortone.com is the best way to reach me. And Chris is wondering if Kathy can see the message. I have the chat box enabled so that everybody should be able to see everybody else's message. So I don't know if that's, I'll double check. All right, so back to this. If you're interested in that, go to loubortone.com/power. Is that it? Let me check. Yep. And you'll see this. I also have my private coaching on here, so you don't have to worry about that. Just go to the one that says VIP group, and it'll give you all the information about the 6-week course, private one-on-one coaching, a YouTube animation intro, access to other tutorials, and a video help desk, private Facebook session. Last year I did this in 12 weeks, and this time I'm basically putting the same amount of information into 6 weeks. So it's going to be awesome. If making videos can be streamlined and stress-free, so even if you've tried video before and failed, the guidance and support I give you in this program will make marketing easier than ever. I guarantee it. It's a 6-week coaching and accountability program for 3 payments of $337. If you're interested, please go to loubortone.com/power and look at the page there. The other thing that I welcome you to do is to sign up for a free strategy session with me. No big pitch, no catch, no hook. It's just a free strategy session with me to help you find your video sweet spot and help you get going. If you click on the pop-ups button on the left, I believe it will show up here, and it will say free strategy session with a big yellow button that says get started. So that's what I want to leave you with. Either sign up for a free session. I'm doing them this week and a few more next week. And if you want to look at the Video VIP group coaching, which is an awesome program where you get live classes, recorded tutorials, and done for you video and private coaching. It's really the best of everything. Please check out loubortone.com/power. So last time saving tip, get that support and accountability that you need. If you decided that this was the year that you were going to get your act together and start doing video, this is the way to do it. You're probably not going to do it alone. So really get some help and accountability, whether it's with me or somebody else or an accountability partner. And go to loubortone.com/power and check it out, even if you think you might be interested. It's got a lot of information there. Kathy wants to know if I think Facebook video will take over YouTube anytime soon. It's become a great way to do video. I would still do both. I don't think it's going to take over YouTube anytime soon, but I do think it's an excellent way to reach your target market if they're on there. I also suggest that you upload your video directly to Facebook after you've uploaded it to YouTube, because you can pick the thumbnail and choose exactly how you want that video to look. So it's always a good idea, even if you've got your video on YouTube, to also put it on Facebook. It certainly doesn't hurt. So cool, we did this in about 50 minutes, which was right on target. Let me see if there are any other questions. I'm happy to stay on if anybody has questions. Or if you want to sign up for the free session, you can do that anytime. But do sign up at least by this week and get on my schedule, because the schedule's filling up fast. Also, check out loubortone.com/power for the 6-week video group coaching program. Very reasonable investment and very well worth it, because you'll know podcasting, you'll know Google Hangouts, you'll know YouTube. By the time you're done with this, you will have all of the resources and weapons available that you need to make 2015 great. So I strongly encourage you to at least check it out. And if you have any questions, you can email me at vip@loubortone.com. Terry, the 6-week program is probably going to be, I'm probably going to do the classes twice a week, like once for the US East Coast, like 1 p.m. on Thursdays, and another time that will work for Australia and New Zealand and folks that are a little more far-flung from where I am. Because last time I did this program, and I only did it once, I think I did it once last year, I had people from the UK, Italy, Germany, Australia, Canada. So I often do it. The reason I don't schedule it specifically is because I often do the same live session twice so that everybody gets an opportunity to be on live. And even on top of those live sessions, I also record them and people can watch them anytime because they'll be in the membership area. Thank you, Kathy. I hope that helps. Thank you, Terry, for the question. So check it out. If you have any questions, I'm always at vip@loubortone.com. And Brennan, thank you. Thanks for being here. I know that the times are a little crazy wherever you may be in the world. I'm happy that my power stayed on in the midst of our blizzard here on the East Coast of the US. They're telling me on the news that we got 30 inches of snow. That's almost 3 feet, so that's crazy. So I have to go out at 8 o'clock at night and shovel snow. But I'm here if you need anything. I'd love to work with you. I'd love for you to at least look into this because I want you to have that video power. I want you to have that advantage and that ability to get your message out there and do more business this year. So sign up for a free session with me or go to loubortone.com/power and look at the options for video group coaching. That's it from here. That's it for now. I'm going to sign off. Feel free to email me at vip@loubortone.com. And thanks again for being on board. I really appreciate it. Adrian, good to see you. Rich, Nancy, Mark, Michael, Terry, Wanda, awesome. Joe, Judy, Rory, lots of new faces. Thank you so much. Loretta, Keith, Kathy, Ian, Jared, everybody who's here. Thanks so much. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a great week and stay safe. If the weather's crappy where you are, like it is here, feel free to sign up for that session if you want to chat with me for free, no obligation. And do check out loubortone.com/power and let's get your video act together. I'll keep it rated PG this time. That's it for now, guys. We'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.